everybody, Courtney here with Courtney Harms Yoga and Fitness. Thanks for joining me. We're going to do a short, sweet practice focused on building strength, especially in the upper body and core. So do find your way to hands and knees. Shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. Begin with an inhale through the nose. Maybe open the mouth. This time inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Next inhale, pull the heart forward and up. Exhale, scoop the belly and round. Just a couple more. Inhaling to arch. Exhaling to round. Last time. Bring it all to neutral. Looking for that happy medium, essentially between arching and rounding. Send the right leg back, lift the leg toward the height of your hip. Draw the navel in as you breathe out, reach the opposite arm alongside the ear. Let's take an inhale here as you exhale, elbow toward knee. Inhale, reach and lengthen without cranking the back. Exhale, a little crunching movement. Just one more today. Re-extend arm and leg. From here, see if you can take that left arm out to the left, straight off your own shoulder. Palm can face down. From there, send that right heel out to the right. Toes facing forward. Roll the inner thigh. And exhale, release. A little wiggle of hips. An exhale or two through the mouth. And we do switch it up. Left leg drives back. Right arm reaches forward. Variation on extended cow. Exhale, elbow toward knee. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, little crunch. Inhale to expand. One more time. And then do hold here for another breath or two. Press the earth away. Hug the navel in as you breathe out. Take your right arm out to the right, palm maybe facing down. Slowly send the left leg out to the left, toes facing forward. Think of lifting through the navel, through the outer hip, and then slowly release from there. A little wiggle, a little sway, and then do circle it out with me a couple times each way. Big soupy grinds, drop the hips, stretch the belly, the chest. Opening up the core of the body. And starting to get into the shoulders, the upper back. One more inhale, one more exhale, and then do climb your way into downward facing dog. Next exhalation, lift your booty up and back. Climb high on tippy toes, take an inhale. Exhale, just send the right heel down. Climb high on tippy toes as you inhale. Exhale, just the left heel down. High on tippy toes with your inhale. This time bend both knees as you exhale. Keep reaching your booty up and back with the inhale. Send your heels down and back as you exhale. Maybe one more time. Inhale on tippy toes. Exhale, bend both knees a lot. Inhale, drive your booty up and back. Exhaling, send the heels down and back. Inhale, roll yourself forward toward a plank. Feel the crown of the head reach forward, heels press back. Take a little circle one way, a little circle the other way. Holding steady, roughly 3 more breaths. Maybe you circle again if you prefer, maybe you're just still. And if you need the knees down, place them down. Exhale, pull it back. Downward facing, or again, something a little more restful. Child's pose or a puppy dog, which is kind of in between, knees down, hips up. Inhale, forward for plank, rolling our way into it today. Exhaling, drive your hips back, down dog. Couple on the breath, inhale forward. Exhale it back. Last time. Walk hands to toes. Pressing gently on the back of your own head and neck. Give that region a little massage so it's prepared. As you exhale, feel the navel naturally hugging and up, emphasizing that a little bit here. Drop the arms. Continuing to find that full expanse of inhale and exhale. Ragdoll pose for one more breath. Hands on shins. Inhale, lift about halfway. Find that flat back. Open up the heart. Exhale, melt in all of the way. Drop the head, the neck. Inhale, chest out. Exhale, fold it in. One more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now as you inhale, draw the heart forward. Feel your inner thighs roll back. Walk your hands forward. Keep pressing the thighs back, returning to downward facing dog. Take an inhale, start to sweep the right leg up. We're going to roll that right hip open, maybe gaze to the right. See if you can flip your dog, bringing yourself to the ball of the left foot, outer edge your sole. Rooting down, lifting up. Continuing to draw the chest open. Pressing down into both feet, lift the hips, the heart. And then passing through a side plank, use the outer edge of that bottom left foot. Stacking the right or maybe stepping it forward if needed. Take another moment, rooting down, roll the chest up, keeping the hips stacked. You may have to rock it forward. Maybe sweep the arm, even float the foot. Last breath, Vashisthasana, and back to plank we go. Drive the hips up. Let your heels descend down, maybe pedal them out once or twice, and switch it up. Left leg lifts. Rolling that hip open. Moving toward the ball of the foot, flipping out that dog. Grounding to the outer edge or sole of the right. Lift the hips, the heart, maybe drop the head. And then passing through a side plank, see if you can use the outer edge of that right foot. Maybe stacking left on top or kickstanding. Roll the ribs up, the heart up, noting that left hip may have to come forward. And consider sweeping the arm. Breathing in, breathing out, maybe lift the leg. Last moments here. Bring it all to neutral. Nice time to take a little rest. Bring yourself to the knees. Sit back on heels. Inhaling, shrug. Exhaling, release. Couple more. Coming forward onto forearms. Shoulders over elbows. Step the feet back. A forearm plank or prone. Couple of breaths here, maybe circling one way. Circling the other. You can repeat that or just get steady. Navel draws in and up. Tailbone reaches back. Crown of your head does reach forward. And we're going to pivot to the outer edge of that right foot. Your right hand, right forearm can turn in, whether on the diagonal or in line with that elbow. And then take left hand toward hip or maybe reach it up, even over. Last breath or two, rooting to rise. Left foot could even float. Soften your face if it's reacting. Soften your mind. Remind yourself it's temporary. Come to neutral. Second side in this forearm plank. Coming toward the outer edge of the left foot. Let your left hand spin in, whether on the diagonal or all the way in line with that elbow. Stacking the right foot. Maybe hand at hip or reach up toward the sky. Maybe even over the ear. Grounding down to lift. Waking up the obliques, the abdominals. Right foot could elevate. Coming back toward neutral. Still softening the face, melting the shoulders. One more breath. Exhale, come on down to the tops of the thighs, the low belly. Reach the tops of the feet back, pull the heart forward, little sphinx. Look over the right shoulder for a breath. And then over the left shoulder for a breath. Bring it to neutral. Do take the inhale. Exhale, come on down. Interlace fingers at the low back. Draw the chest forward and up. Lift the legs up. Continuing to breathe in, breathe out, climb up a little higher. Strengthening the back body. Do take another inhale. Exhale, float down just for a breath or two. Maybe wiggle your hips. Do a little windshield wiper thing. Other thumb on top. Draw the knuckles back, chest forward. Floating the heart up, inner thighs roll up. Big toes can move toward each other, but try not to crank the low back. See if you can get longer. Last breath or two. Little ebb and flow is inevitable. One more inhale. Exhale, do lower. Spending that moment with hands maybe as a pillow. Windshield wipering, or just wiggling. Turn your head the other way if that applies. And we're going to spend just a couple more minutes continuing to build strength. Hands outside those mid-ribs. Curl your toes under, maybe lift your thighs. Push yourself up to a plank. Exhale, take it back, down dog. Inhale, forward plank. Knees can always come down for the first one. Draw the elbows toward the midline, lower halfway. Chaturanga style, push up. Inhale, plank. You can take that puppy dog I mentioned, or of course, full downward facing. Inhale again, forward. Maybe thighs are lifted. Explore it. Exhaling, lower halfway. Chest broad, shoulder heads lift. Inhale, push up. Exhale, take it back. To move through that at least one more time. Maybe you do it 2, 3, 4 more times if you're feeling it. Resting when you need to rest. Last few breaths here. We'll all eventually come toward knees. Crossing legs or sit to one hip. Navasana. Prepping here. Pull the heart forward and up. Shoulders draw back. Lean back, not quite to your tail. Pick the legs up. First few breaths, creating the shape. Maybe adding more sails on the boat. Straightening legs without locking knees. Look up to the big toes. So relaxing where we can. Reminding ourselves it's temporary. Exhale, tap the toes. Take just a moment here. Getting into the half boat. Find Navasana first. Full boat. Ardha Navasana, that halfway point. Lowering heels, lowering the back body. Pick it up. Exhale, do take it down. Just a few more. Hands can hold thighs or reach arms forward or up. On this final Ardha Navasana, can you stay? Breathe in, breathe out. One more cycle. And then let yourself flop on down. I happen to have a pillow here. Maybe you do too. Spend a few moments checking in. If what you need is to simply rest, you do. If you're wanting to move with me into knees to chest, take it. Rock a little side to side. And I'm going to take a final twist as a way to counter the body. You're welcome to move into a yogi's choice if that's what you're needing. A little scooch right, reach right, twist left. Head can stay, or maybe you tip it over to the right. Once you've settled in, do allow for the breath to flow where it's needed. One more cycle, maybe an open mouth exhale. Inhale to neutral. Exhale first, little scooch of hips left. Reaching left, do let the knees travel right. Melt the left shoulder for this variation, maybe tip the head. Soften spots quick to overwork. And let the heart center side of you continue to open up. Climbing to neutral. You'll hug your knees in as you breathe out. Allowing feet to travel down to the ground. Maybe one hand at the belly, one at the heart. Spending a moment absorbing the work you've done. Feeling stronger in body and mind. Namaste.